What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk about The Star. This is a story about a donkey named Bo, who is a mill donkey, which means he just walks around in a circle in a small shed and grinds grain. But he and his friend Dave the Dove, they want better things in life. They think they're destined for something better than this. They want to join the royal caravan where they can carry kings and just have a sense of more important, like the things that they're doing have meaning and are something better than just grinding grain. So they end up being part of an escape. They get loose, but Bo ends up getting injured and ends up kind of convalescing at the home of Mary and Joseph, which of course Mary is the mother of Jesus Christ. Over time, they end up having to go to Nazareth for a census, and so the donkey gets left behind. He manages to catch up to him after he discovers that King Herod has sent an assassin to take care of Mary because they do not want the Son of God to be born in to threaten King Herod's power. And the rest of the movie is just Bo trying to catch up to them and warn them, and that's pretty much it. They meet a sheep. That's the story. Obviously, this is a Christian slanted movie, but I will say that it's not super preachy. It does directly reference, though, that Jesus is the Son of God, so it's not like it just happens to involve these historical characters. It makes very blatant religious references, but at the same time, it's only in a handful of scenes. The rest of the movie is a pretty standard animated Christmas movie that follows, a talking donkey and a talking dove and other talking animals. So unless you're just super offended by any mentions of religion, I don't think this movie is preachy enough to really offend anybody. And I think even for like hardcore Christians, it's probably not preachy enough. Like they will want like more of the God stuff in there, and there's really just not that much. But I think it definitely still has mainstream appeal, even with the religious content. The cast is pretty good. It's got Key from Key and Peele. It's got Oprah Winfrey, Mariah Carey, Gabriel Iglesias, a whole bunch of people in it. The performances are fine. Tracy Morgan is awful in it. I don't know what he's trying to do with his performance, but it's terrible. It sounds like someone has like slowed his voice down by like 500%. It's really bad. But most of the humor is okay. Most of it lands as far as like kids movies go. This one is a little bit slower paced than some of the other ones, so it doesn't feel quite as like ADD riddled as something like Secret Life of Pets or the Despicable Me movies. But it's still paced for children, so I mean it moves quickly, just not as it's not like rapid fire nonstop jokes like those movies are. It lets things breathe and develop the characters a little bit. Wasn't a huge fan of the animation in this one. It looks good and it has some like bright spots in it, but overall I just thought it just wasn't up to. Obviously, it's not gonna be on the level of Pixar, but even compared to other Sony animation like Hotel Transylvania, this just wasn't quite up to that level. And I don't know if it was rushed out for the holidays or what, but that's how I felt about it. At the end of the day, this is one that if you're a fan of these computer animated movies, this is going to be one you want to check out unless the religious content is going to bother you. But again, keep in mind, it's just not that big of a deal in the movie. But it's just nothing fantastic. I don't think I need this in my animation collection. But for younger audiences, probably going to resonate a lot more than it did with me. I just found it to be kind of middle of the road, which not bad, but not all that good either. So that's my review of The Star. I did a full write-up of it at markfusion.com if you want to check that out. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at markfusion. I got a Patreon if you want to get exclusive content, but the best way you can help me out, as always, is just to hit that sub button. It's free. It's easy. It keeps me out of trouble. So if you like my videos, please do hit that sub button. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you soon.